Hey Paul! Welcome to this week's episode of the Beer Cooler. Remember this past weekend? We went out and got some crowlers. We stopped at North Fork Brewing Company. Look at this, a 32 ounce can. These are huge. It's like an Australian beer. This is what I assume Australian beers look like. 32 ounces at the minimum. Actually, 32 ounces is a quart. So this is a quart of beer. We got it at North Fork Brewing. It's got a nice label, right? It's a specially made label just for the crowler. It gives you a little background information of where the brewing material has come from. You know, the North Fork out in Riverhead, Long Island, that is a farming community basically. You know, there's a lot of wineries out there. And I know a guy who makes potatoes. Well, he doesn't make potatoes, he grows potatoes. But potatoes. Anyway, so this is a nice can. They give it a little space to write whatever we wanted to order that day on the side of the can. And today we're trying out Hold Me Closer Tiny Lager. It was canned on 8/1. It's now 8/5, so this is a couple days old. Hopefully it didn't go too bad. I have opened it already. I took a couple sips figuring out what this type of beer is. It's German Pilsner, 5%, you can see. But I like this can. It's big, so let's give this a pour, see how it looks. Right. Do about halfway of the glass, and right away it's very bright, a bright yellow. We got some typical head. It's actually not as much as it was the first time. The carbonation is there, not significant carbonation, but that could be just because it's a couple days old. We can give it a smell. Now when I smell it, it smells sweet to me. It almost smells like a white wine, which is weird because it is a beer. Who knows? Actually, let me pull up one information. This is made with some sort of hop. It says American. Where'd it go? Oops. American.
Varietal.
Hops. I don't know what varietal is. When I Google it, it actually says it's made in wine. It's grape wines or something like that. I don't know. Which would explain why it smells like white wine. So we take a little sippy poo, number one. Okay. It's light mouthfeel. So nice. Luckily it is bright and clear, so you can actually taste that, which is strange. It's not a heavy in the mouth feeling. Sweet and tart. It does taste something similar to Pinot Gregio. Actually, when I got the smell, I actually got it from the taste from earlier. It's a different story. But it tastes like wine mixed with beer. You know, you can tell it's beer, but it doesn't taste like a heavy lager or anything like that. It's definitely a very light lager with the sweetness in there. Let's give it a taste from the can itself. 32 ounces down the hatch. Oh, what was that? I'm not gonna drink it from the can. That's 32 ounces. I spilt the first one all over the place. I'm not even gonna risk pouring 32 ounces down the hatch. But is it refreshing? Right off the bat, it has to be cold. When this beer gets warm, it doesn't go down as easily, but it saves a hot day. Maybe like right after you mow the lawn or doing some spackling. This would be good to have. Chilling on the couch, celebrating a job well done. It's 5%, so it's not going to get you wasted, but it's definitely going to just ease you out of that day that we had a hard day of. So basically, overall, drink it cold. Don't let it get warm. What's cool also is that this beer was locally sourced. Not me just going to the brewery, but the materials that go into it are locally sourced from the North Fork. I believe it's from the North Fork, could be from the South Fork. I don't know if there's any farms down there, but it's all East and Long Island growing ingredients. I don't think they grow the cans out there. That'd be kind of weird. I've never seen a can tree, but eventually maybe someday we'll see one. So I'd give this, I'm gonna say 6 of 9. The only reason is it's not my favorite. I like a little bit of a stronger, heavier feel of a lager, but if you're If you're into a lighter lager, you could probably maybe get away with like a 7.5, maybe even an 8 of 9. But for me, this one's a 6 and 9. All right, so enjoy. Happy drinking, and I'll see you next week-ish. Or maybe I'll just keep filming all night long and just keep me wear the same things all day. I don't know, whatever. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. No, that was milking it. That was terrible. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. That one works better.